guys, my name is Glenn and welcome to my YouTube channel if it's your first time here, and if it's not, welcome back. In today's video, I just want to share my experience in submitting and hoping to get a scientific paper published here in Japan. First of all, I guess I have to explain what a scientific paper is. So basically what it is just a paper that summarizes the content of my research up until a certain point. And it is normally submitted to a publication where experts on that particular field will review that paper and see whether it's worth being published in a publication known as a journal. So one important thing about publishing this sort of study is the fact that you can actually, once it's published in a journal, other researchers can actually read your own research and perhaps use them as a sort of a reference or something. So in a way it's kind of like researchers sharing what they found and being able to use data from other researchers legally, I guess, in a way. So for most master's students here in Japan, and I guess it also depends on the course, I don't think it's actually required to have a scientific paper published in order to graduate. But when it comes to PhD graduates, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that there is a minimum requirement of the amount of papers that you need to submit. So yeah, I guess that's one of the difference. But yeah, generally people who would wish to continue to further their studies until PhD would probably be working on getting a few scientific paper published here and there. But generally, like personally for me, I guess the reason I'm doing all of this is just to actually put my work out there so that other people can see it. Otherwise you just be left in some old documents, and yeah, I guess in a way it's really a waste, which is not the reason that I do research here. So to be honest, I still got a few years of studying here before I graduate and work and those sort of things. And yeah, the general guideline in especially for PhD graduates is to have around 2 or 3 published paper before you can graduate. And yeah, even my own supervisor was advising me, even like just as a master student, to try to have 2 papers published, especially if I'm intending on furthering it to furthering my PhD studies. So yeah, 2 papers in 3 years, that's kind of like, I guess you could say, the average of things here. But personally, I would try to I would want to have a 3rd paper published, even if it means writing or just fixing my paper after I've graduated, because it's just me wanting to have that one more extra thing compared to the average. So yeah, 3 papers in 3 years. Let's see how Glenn will do. So yeah, it's been a really tough 4 months, or around half a year, I guess, of just writing and rewriting my paper, and other tedious process such as having it being proofread and fixing things here and then, and sometimes even cutting certain parts out because it's probably unnecessary. And sometimes it's just about the format, having to make sure that the size, the length of the paper fits the format of the journal and all of that. Sometimes it means leaving certain part of the research out. But yeah, generally it's been a really tough few months of just staying in the lab and just writing and just pouring and thinking about ideas and all of that. Yeah, so right now it's at the stage where I've submitted it around a week or so, and just waiting for the reply from the editor to see whether if it's even worth reviewing by the other reviewers. So yeah, basically that's what I've been up to for the past few months. And yeah, it's not really a video that I think would be helpful to most people out there, but yeah, I guess I was thinking that I really have to put something like this out there, mainly like number one, I know I haven't been putting out content for the past few months, and yeah, instead of like trying to get the right content, getting the right video out there, I was just, I guess in a way I decided to, just pour whatever that's happening in my life so that I can be, as transparent, and even if it means being boring sometimes, instead of like trying to find the right video to post. So yeah, that's that. And also I guess in a way, just sharing about life as a student, especially as a graduate student here in Japan. Like, who knows, man, it might be helpful someday, or at least I hope so. And like, it's not really a video of me explaining a lot, especially in this one, but yeah, who knows, for certain people who aspire to, further their study in Japan to be a researcher of some sort, I guess you're bound to, cross this sort of path one day. And yeah, hopefully this video will be even a teensy bit useful in that way, and even if it's not, I wouldn't mind being left there in YouTube for my own enjoyment. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you again, guys, for listening up until this point, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.